In the last class, we had already started the chapter Lines and Angles, in which we started studying different types of concept and terms. And we started with the exercise 5.1. And in 5.1, we have done few problems. And below that, we have fill in the blanks. I want you to try that one. Now, the next concept and the problems related here is about the pair of lines. I've already explained about this concept. This is parallel line and this is transversal. When we have a transversal on a set of lines, we get 8 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in this, we have alternate angles, corresponding angles, vertically opposite and co-interior angles. Now we are doing problems related to this concept. In exercise 5.2, the first sum is state the property that is used in each of the following statements. Now in the first one, they have told that angle 1 is equal to angle 5. These two angles are equal. Why they are equal? Because they are corresponding angles. These are corresponding angles. In the second one, they have asked angle 4 is equal to angle 6. If you see these two angles, angle 4 and angle 6. What are these two angles? Alternate angles. Alternate angles. Third one is angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree. If you see these two angles, in this, these two angles, what are these angles called? They are called co-interior angles, and sum of those two angles is always equal to 180 degrees. So you can mention angles. Co-interior angles. This is the first one. In the second, in the adjoining figure, identify the pair of angles. Now in this question, what they have asked is, they have given the angles here. Look at the angles are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we have to identify corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. In this, which are the corresponding angles? 4 and 8. Angle 4 and angle 8. And then angle 3 and angle 7. Similarly in this, angle 1 and angle 5. And angle 2 and angle 6. Now these are the corresponding angles. Second one, they are asking for the alternate angles. Alternate. Which are the alternate angles here? I can take angle 4 and angle 6. See, angle 4 and angle 6, they are the outside these lines. So you can always tell them as exterior alternate angles. If it's interior, you can tell angle 3 and angle 5. These are inside, angle 3, angle 5, angle 2 and angle 8. These are inside, so we can call them as interior alternate angles. Now if you see, we have one more, angle 1 and angle 7. They are outside, that is why they are called as alternate exterior angles. Now in the third main, 5.2. to 4th May. Now they have given this a diagram here. They have given a diagram here and they have given one angle. We have 7 angles which we have to find. Using one angle, how can we get all the others? What do we do here is, first we have this one, we'll just name the angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now these two are vertically opposite. So I can write it as angle 2 is equal to 110 degrees. Why? Vertically opposite. So we got here 110 degrees. Now if I tell this one, these two angles, sum of these two is always 180 degrees. So I can tell angle 2 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degrees by co-inferior angles. Therefore, I can get angle 5 is equal to 180 minus 110, that is 70 degrees. So I got it here as 70 degrees. Now the next one, these two angles. I know this angle is 110. I know this angle is 70 degrees. We can take vertically opposite. Angle 5 is equal to angle 7. It is vertically opposite angle 70. Now which are the alternate angles here? Alternate or corresponding? For this, which is the alternate? This is the alternate exterior angle. Now I know angle 7 is 170 degrees. Angle 7 plus angle 6 should be 180 degrees. Why? Because they are linear pairs. So angle 6 is equal to 180 minus 70 is 110. This is 110. If I know 110, I will get angle 4 is equal to 110. This is vertically opposite. Now by giving all these statements, okay, you will get the angles here as 70 degrees, here 110. If I get 170 here, this is also 70 degrees. Similarly, if I get 70 here, this will be, if I get 110 here, this will also be. Okay? This is how we solve this problem. Next one. Next problem. You can see this problem again. They have given 126 and 44. How would you find the rest of the angles? Same concept. If you know all those alternate, corresponding, vertically opposite going here, we will get all the angles. Now here, the first thing we can always go for vertically opposite. Start naming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So angle 2 is equal to 44 degrees. Why? Okay, exercise 5.2. 6th May. In 6th May, you have a line like this. Now this is 75 degrees and this is 75 degrees. In the given figure, decide whether L is parallel to M. Now this is L and this is M. Now we have to prove that these two are parallel. Are they parallel or not? We have to check. How do we check? If we get all the angles as per the transversal and parallel criteria, we can prove that. Now there is a criteria, sum of co-interior angles is always 180 degree. This is the main criteria to prove two lines are parallel. Now which are the co-interior angles here? These two are co-interior angles. If I prove these two are 180 degree, then I can tell this line and this line are parallel. If I cannot prove, then these two are not parallel. Now first we will get this angle. If you see these two, if I tell this is A and this is B, what I can write here is, if A plus B is equal to 180 degree, then L is parallel to this one. I have to prove. Now how do we get the values of A and B? We already know B is equal to 75 degrees given. What are these two angles? Can I write A is equal to 75 degrees? Why? Because vertically opposite angles. Now we will apply this one. A plus B is nothing but 75 plus 75. How much we get? 150 degree. But what do we want here? We want 180 degree. What we can conclude here is, therefore L is not parallel to M. Okay? Whenever you have these two, sum of these two is equal to 180 degree, only then they are parallel. They are parallel. If it is less or greater than 180 degree, then it is not parallel. Okay? This one you have to understand. Now in this chapter, we started with different components, terms of lines and angles. We started with supplementary, complementary. And in exercise 5.1, it is all about supplementary and complementary. What is supplementary? Sum of two angles is 180. What is complementary? Sum of two angles is 90 degree. Now after that, we started with lines, parallel lines and transversal, wherein we started knowing the adjacent angles, alternate angles, corresponding angles, co-interior angles. And based on that also we have done problems. Now exercise 5.1 and 5.2 is completed. Now there are few problems which I want you to do. Once you have done that, you will be understanding thoroughly. Okay? Next time, and if you have any kind of questions on this, we will deal it or sort it out in the interactive session. Okay? Have a great day.